Welcome again, guys. I do apologise for the previous feed. The session did drop out, but we are back in it and we have the majority of our drivers with us again. So we are going to be starting this race with the last qualifying results, and I will go through them once they come up, so you can to remind you all. I will go over details regarding the circuit itself, just in case you are just tuning into us now, and then we'll go from there and see how the race ends up. We do have a lot of drivers who are rearing up. All drivers are in contention for the championship spot, top spots. So we do have our drivers on the grid at the moment, ready to go for a formation lap, but we're just waiting for them to set up their cars. So Suzuka circuit is, as I said before, a 3.6 mile circuit. It has 18 turns, 9 to the left, 9 to the right. It is the only figure of 8 circuit on the F1 calendar. It is quite a technical circuit, so I do believe that downforce would be the preferred choice rather than going for less downforce. Corners to watch out for is the S curves of 3 to 7. They are very technical, a little bit speed similar to Maggotts and Beckett's. There you've got the hairpin at 10-11. You've also got spoon curve at 13-14, where I believe that we could get some surprise overtaken. Then 10-15 at the old 130R, and then closing off with the Casio triangle of 16, 17, 18. So we do have our formation lap. We've got Simo in first, Hogstad in second, Ratchet in third, Sawa R1 in fourth, Zobson in fifth, Ryan in sixth, Deutsche in seventh, Masbar in eighth, Sadek in ninth, Assad in 10th, Heffy in 11th, Cam Rules in 12th, RG in 13th, Shane Babs in 14th, Quadruti in 15th, Itchy Boy Alfie in 16th, and Darren Mark in 17th. We are aware that Quadruti did not make a time. Quadruti, Itchy Boy Alfie, and Darren Mark did not make any timed laps for qualifying, so they start at the back. We had a lot of drivers taking provisional pole right throughout the race, the qualifying should say, which meant that there was a close battle between the front four mainly. Zobzon was just half a second behind Hogstad, if I remember rightly. You can go back to the other race, the qualifying if you like, which is marked up as SRL Suzuka GP. And we do have 4 people listening to us at the moment. Hi guys, and welcome to the Superior Racing League feed. If you've got any comments, please just send them out to us. I'll read them out if appropriate, and hope to see your support for our drivers out there today. So they are coming through the Casio triangle, looking to get back into the grid with warm tyres and set off for a good race. So we do have Heavy, who's been disqualified from the formation lap, so he will probably be sitting there with cold tyres. So as our drivers are geared up and lined up, see our last drivers rolling into the There we go. Engines revving. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 red lights. Out and away we go. So straight away, Zero gets a good run, Hogster gets a good run, and so does Ratchet. They are still in the 1, 2, 3 positions. Take the corner nicely, and we do have movements further down the table. Looks like Darren Mark has dropped down 2 places, hasn't he? Did he go wide that corner? A little bit of contact between Heffy and Darren Mark. Darren Mark has got front wing damage. Heffy was off the circuit for a moment, but he's back on. So we've got no major casualties, a few little damaged wings maybe. Quadruti's spun off. Quadruti now in 17th. He'll make that up, no problem, I'm sure of it. The battle is at the back at the moment. Darren Mark making a move on RG. That front wing damage will hamper him when it comes to the S-curve, so he will need to pit to get that sorted out. Cam Rules right behind his teammate HYLP, and the pit stop prediction is soft to hard or medium to hard. But what we'll do now is just check and see what tyres people run, and it is all soft to mediums. So they all are going for the one stop and probably moving on to hard tyres after this, unless someone on the medium tyres managed to get a really long stint on there and able to switch onto the softs, or even a soft tyre switching off the mediums. Quite unlikely. Simo with the first lap, fastest lap of 1:32.3, which is a bit obvious, but we have changes up front already. Simo's dropped down. He's dropped down 3 places, and he's dropping down again. Mass Baron coming into the pits. Okay, I do believe that might be a problem with our feed, the updates and information, because I do believe Zero is still in first. Yeah, it does look like he's still in first. So we'll let this sort itself out. We do have a yellow flag in second one. I think that might be Ryan. Ryan locks up at the hairpin. Very, very tough corner. One of the slowest in the calendar. But it's saying he's very close behind Cam Rules, but I don't think that's the case. As always, our feed, our update feed here is a bit laggy. It's not showing us the correct time. So through Casio chicane for the end of our second lap, and we have Zero followed closely by Hogster. Nice view of his soft tyre there. Ratchet in third, but Hogster's managed to get first. You see the 2 McLarens are battling right behind Hogster. Somehow it is sitting behind the front 3, and right on board we watch him. Oh, that has got to be the softest contact I've seen with a wall. Spins out and hits the wall, and the tyre just drops off him. It's unfortunate to see. So we have a yellow flag, full circuit, safety car. So is anybody going to take the chance to go change tyres this early? I know a few people have had to change for wing damage. Mass Baron, Chase Mabs and Darren Mark are the ones who had made stops. We've got Hogster with drive-through penalty. That will be speeding under the safety car. Let's have a look at that. incidents, a lot of track limits being exceeded, so multiple warnings for RGMBH. Darren Mark and Hogster speeding under the safety car, and Zob's on as well. That safety car, that drive through that Hogster is just completed. He hasn't been completed the drive through, he's actually gone onto the hard tyres. So he will have to go through the pits again. So we have Ratchet with a 3-second penalty, sitting in first. Selleck in the Renault, sitting in second. It's a boy Alfie in third, outside in fourth, Camrils in fifth, Hogster now in sixth after that pit stop to change his tyres. Still got a drive-through penalty to complete. Doiji in seventh with a 5-second penalty, Simo with a 5-second penalty in eighth. Heffy with in ninth, RG with a 6-second penalty that will be exceeding track limits quite a few times. Mass Baron in 11th, Quatuti in 12th, Ryan in 13th, Shade Mabs in 14th, Subdog in 15th, Darren Mark in 16th. Both bottom drivers need to do a drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car, as well as Hogster. Tyres are still all on mediums and softs. A little bit of heating up the tyres for Siro. There's not really much we can say regarding the lap with the safety car being up. I will reiterate the point standings. So our SRL League standings are Hogster in first with 62 points, Max Barron in second with 44, Samuel Arwan with 38, RG with 18, Big Harry Smokey with 16, unfortunately unable to join us today, so he might actually go down quite a few spaces here. Cam Rules is 6th with 15, Sadok is 7th with 14, same as Kojuti with 14. Doiji and Assad both in equal 9th with 10 points, Ratchet in 11th with 9, Subzon with 8 points in 12th, Simo with 2 points in 13th, but if he continues the way he's going out and gets back up into those top 4 places, he will jump up this table vastly. Arj, who's not with us today, with 2 points, and the following drivers with 0 points at the moment: It's Boy Alfie, Heffy, Marshall, Longshaft, Shane Mabs and Darren Mark. Our Constructor Championships is McLaren with 64 points. That is sure to increase now with Ratchet sitting in pole and Simo having a fantastic drive today. Second is Mercedes with 54 points. We do have Max Barron and Doiji having relatively good races, so they will still have a lot of points to put in there as well. We have the Alfa Romeo 48 along with the Haas team on 48, Ferrari on 28, Alfa Tauri on 22, Williams on 17, Renault on 16, and Racing Point on 15. On that, at the bottom we have Red Bull Racing, that is on 9. Red Bull Racing, Ratchet used to race for Red Bull and I switched over to McLaren. So we've got Hogster and Red Bull, so Hogster, if he puts in a good stint, he is on the hard tyres at the moment. Could he go to the finish on them tyres? If he does, then he could be looking at a very good point score for Red Bull and push them a bit further up on this list, standings. His teammate at the moment is Darren Mark. Darren Mark is sitting at the moment at the very back. but could make differences when it comes to the race. And we're just waiting for the safety car to head back in. And after a difficult switch over from quali to race, we'll be quite happy to see this starting very soon. We had a very good first lap where we had no casualties for the first couple of laps. Unlucky for Sam when he lost it on the S-bends, and the car just rolled into the wall. I mean, literally rolled softly into the wall. It was the softest contact seen for the damage he received. But we are gathering our trail of cars now. I think Darren Mark has eventually caught up. Yes, so we are packed up. We are close knit together. Cars getting very, very close. Mass Baron, RG, all tucked up under each other's gearbox. Let's see if... Don't think the safety car's in on this lap, but it should be in on the next. Actually, no, pack's getting packed up. Safety car does look like it's coming in actually. Let's put the track map on. Safety car is in and we're back racing. So 7 laps and we're on a 7th lap now. The 6 laps have gone. No significant changes we can see so far, apart from the ones who have gone into the pits. So the front 45 is not pitted yet. Position changes at the moment. So It's Your Boy Alpha is up by 13 places. He's had a good start, I'll give him that. But once he starts hitting those pit stops, will he be coming out in such a good position? We have Ratchet, who's up 2, so he starts 3rd. He is carrying a penalty at the moment. Sadek up 7. Assad up 6. Cam Rules up 7. Hogster's dropped down 4, but he is clawing that back. He pitted under the safety car. He has got a drive-through penalty. Yeah, he's got a drive-through penalty there. Doiji he's in the same position he started in, so it's no up, no down. But he will improve as the race goes on. He has made his pit stop. He will move up. Simo, another one who has made his pit stop. He's had a fantastic qualifying. He does deserve to get a podium position today. RG right behind Simo. Does he make the move? It's quite tough to make a move through Casio, but he's on a softer tyre. He is looking. These 3 cars are so tight together. RG backs off a little there, knowing from well he could not make that pass stick. But the battles are increasing. And Ratchet, I think Ratchet. He's spun again. Ratchet had a spun out. It looked like he spun out earlier. He's spun out again. I'm sure Ratchet will go. His car's not gripping well at the moment. It's unfortunate to see someone from the front dropping down like that. Takes a Fantech sign out for good measure. But he's back on the on track, and he is got making his way back up. We'll see how that will. See if he goes into the pits. But we do have Heffy all over the back of Mascari. This could be a good battle between these two drivers. The Williams closing in on the Mercedes. But we also have Quad Duty passing RG. RG's gone off the track. Gone a little bit wide there. And there's 4/5 of the few places. Ratchet has got into the pits. And Heffy spun out at the S-bends. Technical circuit. Would like to know if these have gone for a low downforce or high downforce, and that was not great to see. Heffy thundered into the corner. It did not look like he made any attempt to stop. Heffy's now left the session. He's not with us anymore. So let's see what the next battle. Assad is right behind Doiji, and Doiji is carrying a penalty at the moment. But as we know, penalties could come for different reasons that should not be counted. So that could be. Assad did go wide in that corner through Casio. Assad is still within the 1 second behind Doiji, but they are all up. Sadok in first, Ichiboy Alpha in second. Assad in first. Doiji! What happened to Doiji? S-bends again. The S-bends is the biggest casualty taker in this whole race. We've seen Heffy, Sama R1 and now Doiji all going out in that area. We've seen RG spin out there, Ratchet span out there a few times. So I will be expecting a few more to do similar things. But that is, Mass Baron is now up to 5th. So position change. Suzuka up 8. Ichiboy Alfie up 14, Assad up 7, Ryan up 2, Mass Barrett up 3, RG up 7, Hogsters down 5, but pit stops happen at the front, could change that. Sadok has just gone into the pits, so he will be coming down that table. Cam Rules in 8th, Subson in 9th, Quad Duty holding the last place. Simo in 11th, Ratchet in 12th, Ratchet making a great recovery drive. Shade Maps is up 1, Darren Mark up 3. As you can see, we've had 3 drivers drop out, or at the S-bends. As you can see, our drivers are making strides in closing these gaps. So we've had a few drivers making 2 stops. Darren Mark with 4 stops at the moment, but he is still within just 30 seconds behind Shane Mouse, which means he has got good pace. It's just having to change a few times. Darren Mark is away from his set at the moment, so So Ichiro Alfie at the moment currently sitting at first. What tyres is he on? He's on the mediums, 11 lap old mediums. Now, is he going to stretch this out and go on softs? Now, Quad Duty was on, I believe he was on softs, and now he's gone on to mediums. He's had a good stint with the softs, so going on mediums for 16 laps could work well for him. Assad with the mediums. As well as Cam Rules, they are pushing it. RG, MBH, where did he go? That was just before Tier 9. RG has gone out, so he's gone through the S-bends, the most difficult part of the circuit. Comes round the Dunlop curve, hits Turn 8, goes off, and probably clips that wall. So we do have a safety car coming out. This is a perfect opportunity for those people that need to get their tyres changed to change them. So we do have Zobzon coming in. A lot of drivers have gone into the pits. It's your boy Alfie gone onto the hards, sitting on first. Sada with the hards on second. Assad in third on the hards. Mass Baron on fresh mediums in fourth. Ryan on fresh mediums on fifth. Hogster fresh mediums in sixth. For duty with mediums in 7th, Simo in 8th with hards, Camrils of fresh hards in 9th, Zobzon with mediums, Kid Mabs with hards, Ratchet with fresh mediums in 12th, and for duty. Quadruti is now out. It's becoming a high casualty area between turns 3 and turns 9. So as the pack bundles up, let's see how far behind. So we are waiting for Darren Mark to catch up with Ratchet, and then catch up with Shade Mabs and Zobzon to get the pack close together. Once that happens, I'm sure the safety car will then go in, and then we can start to race again. Mass Baron has jumped into the pits, by the looks of it. Yeah, Mass Baron in the pits. 70s penalty. And he's on softs, so he's going for softs for the last 13-14 laps. Is this strategy going to pay off? But he did have a penalty to serve. We'll see how that affects the race with Mass Baron with the soft tyres. Darren Mark on soft tyres as well, although Darren Marks is 7 laps old. So we've got It's Your Boy Alfie, Sadek, Assad, Ryan, Hogster, Zero, Zobzon, Shade Mobs, Ratchet, Cam Rules all in the points positions, Mass Baron, and Darren Mark closing up the back at the moment. It won't take long for Darren Mark to close that up. He is going through turn 11 as they have just approached turn 15. And we'll find out now if the safety car is going in. Looks like the safety car is in. It's Your Boy Alfie slamming on the brakes in that corner. Bunches to pack up a bit, and then opens up, and we're back racing on lap 15. Technical driver from It's Your Boy Alfie, he needs to hold on to that position. He has the top 3 drivers are all on hard tyres, followed by 2 mediums, a hard, another 2 mediums, 2 hards, and then softs and medium, 2 softs at the very back. Now these drivers on the soft tyres, they could be making strides. Mass Baron is closing in on Cam Rules. Takes the inside line, and one of the drivers does lose the front wing. Now that was a little bit of contact between the Mercedes and the McLaren. A little bit tight there. I'm sure that will go to the stewards. Cam Rules is being crashed out, he's spun out and crashed. Whether there was contact there to make that happen, that is something that could be investigated. But that will be investigated after the race. Max Baron is in the points now, he is 9th. And he's got the 2 McLarens in front of him. Now the 2 McLarens had a very good start. So it'll be quite good to see how this works out for him. Rushed in 8th, Simo in 7th. Simo is all over the back of the Zobzon at the moment. He is keeping him within the grasp, waiting for that perfect opportunity to make that overtake. Zobzon, Hogster, Assad, all tightly compact in this part of the section. So we just have an update that Heffy has left this the group, and yeah, it is some race today there. Big Smoke, Big Irish Smokey. A lot of things to be looking into. So I will be speaking to the league organiser regarding this, because we can address these issues very quickly. But so far we've had some decent racing between some of the drivers here today. So Assad, the Zobzon, is looking to make the back move on Assad. Just seeing the speed coming through turn 1 is amazing. Zobzon laid off a little bit, but he is closing back in again. Zobzon is a very good driver. He does compete for the front, so he will be pushing as hard as he can to get there. Hogster, up at 4th at the moment, is making strides. to try and close that gap down to get into the top three. Now Ryan is carrying a penalty at the moment, so that will make changes for the end result, but no one's happy with a penalty choosing a spot for them. They want to make that happen on the track. So Hogster will be doing everything he can to get there. So Mass Baron's sitting in ninth at the moment. Will be making all the moves he can to get higher up the table. He needs to get in front of these two McLarens to make any difference when it comes to the league results. And we've got Hogster's moved into third. But Ryan is not going to back down very quickly. Ryan has jumped into the Renault today for us. He's one of our reserve drivers. But he has had an outstanding race. And maybe he might be rewarded a full-time seat because he has been doing fantastic. Quite good to see that when he joined up looking for a new league. He's pointed into the direction of this league and he's flourished. He's done really well and scoring some very good points. Now Zobson sitting in fifth. Max Baron's made his moves and he's got past Ratchet. Ratchet's dropped into the pits to get on soft tyres, so maybe he's making a change to see if he can get back up and compete for the higher places. But Max Baron needs to be closing down Simo to make any difference when it comes to the constructive title. Hogster at the moment will be scoring 15 points. If I remember rightly, if that is right. 15 points, yeah, I do believe. And that will open up a bigger gap between himself and the following league participants. Max Baron at fifth. He has got past Simo and Ryan. Max Baron. Now, I just see a bit of contact there between Max Baron and Zobson. Zobson is now out of the race. The virtual safety car involved. Virtual safety car doesn't necessarily bring the pack in tighter. It just slows the cars down. And still wheel-to-wheel bashing between Hogster and Max Baron. And that is Sadek out of the race, Max Baron out of the race, Zobson out of the race, all in a space of a few corners. This Sector 2, a yellow flag. So everybody who finishes today will be getting points, although I do disagree with anybody leaving this server shouldn't be getting any points at all, so that will be something I will be speaking to the league organiser. So we've got Ratchet in 7th. And that's the end of SRL, guys. I do apologise. So, anybody watching this is the last race of SRL. And I do apologise regarding this. Well, I'm going to sign off here, guys, because this race has turned into something of more of a argument and a battle, and I do apologise to anybody that was a part of it. So this is basically racing for themselves. I just don't know what to say anymore. So I will say goodbye, guys. Maybe we might see you hear from you regarding other leagues